Hey, what's up? We're the Cancer Bats, and you're watching Metal Man TV.
We're so excited, yeah. This is our second time at Hellfest, so we were here in 2012 as well. So yeah, since then the festival's grown so much. Like, it's so massive. I mean, it was pretty big then.
It was big. It was great.
And now it's gigantic.
I mean, I'm excited to play. It seems like the crowd, there's way more people I know at the festival just in general. So I'm assuming, I mean, when we played in 2012, we were like blown away by the response that we got.
Yeah, and we played like in I think it was the Warzone stage.
Yeah.
But it was like a tent. Yeah. And we played at like noon or maybe even 11 in the morning, like first on the stage. Yeah. And it was packed. You know, like,
yeah.
So now it's like outside in this crazy military fucking compound. Yeah, we're playing in jail or something. I don't know. Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah.
So we're excited to play our set.
I mean, it's
kicking off today.
Yeah,
this is our first show, so.
And it's like what, the second day of summer technically, right?
Oh yeah, yesterday was the solstice. Two days ago was the solstice.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're kicking things off right.
Yeah, starting right at the start. We did our spring tour, and now we're in our summer tour.
Into the summer phase.
But yeah, it's gonna be good. We have a lot of festivals, and so we'll be back and forth. We're going home to Canada a lot instead of just staying in Europe for 8
the whole
weeks.
Summer, yeah. I think with something like this, there's such a community for metal that I feel like there's a real unifying kind of sense of, you know, even beyond language. Like, I think for us, like, to be able to play these festivals in different places, like to go to, you know, Romania or to play a festival in China or to play this festival in France, it's like you realize that there's such like a universal like excitement that comes around heavy music that I think, like, regardless of language or culture, it's like so many people just respond to heavy music the same way.
Yeah, like we're playing Heavy Montreal in Canada this year. And I think it'll be very similar. Yeah. I don't think the decor will be quite the same.
It'll look a little different.
Yeah. But I think the people, the reaction, everything will be,
that people want to just go crazy to heavy music. Or maybe we're just lucky and we just get to play great shows.
Yeah.
So, yeah, maybe it's a little bit about... Super fun party time, excellent. I think it would be if I could sum it up.
It's heavy too.
Oh yeah, it's heavy, it's groovy. No, this was like a really fun record to make for us. It was a little bit of a different kind of style than we normally do. Normally it's the four of us in a room just like working every day because we're under a deadline from like a record label or someone to like get, you know, new material released. Whereas this time around we had no record label, we had no management, we had nothing. So we were just like, why don't we just write it whenever we feel like it?
We decided, I guess in 2017, that we would just release the album ourselves. We had an opportunity to take back all our rights to the first 4 albums, so that kind of sparked that move. And so we were like, well, let's just do it ourselves. Like we have been doing it ourselves for so long. We always just had this record label to kind of facilitate things, but it was like we might as well do it ourselves. So, but then, you know, I had my first son in April of 2017. Yeah. And so it was kind of like we were starting to do shows just so I could make some money because I was having a baby, and then it was like
baby money is real.
Yeah. And then it was like, well, let's start writing at the same time. So we started writing, and then
taking our time.
Because I had the baby. I think it really like it made us take our time, but we kind of just every month we would meet up for 5 or 10 days and write, and we would be sending riffs back and forth, and it really just got everything going. But it took a long time, but I think it helped us really get a good representation of us individually, because
more of
on our own.
Yeah, to have different ideas and collaborations and stuff. So yeah,
we were excited to do it, as opposed to just like, this is what we do.
This is how we make money. I guess we should do this.
Yeah.
So yeah. It was amazing. It's something that I've been doing lots, like just going on trips and having fun, like motorcycle kind of like adventures, and trying to link up like riding bikes and going on tour. So we had a Spanish tour that was happening at the end of May and playing some festivals in England. So I figured out a whole route to like pick up a bike in England, ride it down to Morocco, go around the Sahara Desert and rip, and then I shipped the bike back to England, and then I went and played a show the very next day. Yeah, it was the best.
I was like, when he was flying, I was like, this is crazy. Like, what if something happens and we have to cancel our shows?
And I was like, no, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
Especially because he does it a lot, but he was in Baja and crashed.
Yeah,
and
it had like a crash.
A bruise like this big on his leg.
So this time, no, and I was riding like, okay, I can't crash. I can't wreck the bike. So it was good. Everything worked out in the end, and yeah, it was a great adventure.
As an art, I mean, it's a fact, and it's something, you think about. Like, we played in like Tenerife, like we play these islands, and if the ocean is rising, like they might not be there, or what, it's like, there's just, we cross, like it's crazy, it's definitely gonna affect the whole world. It's gonna affect, we tour multinationally, so it's like, I live in Winnipeg in Canada. It's probably the safest place from climate change because it's fucking freezing most of the time.
Yeah, but there's so much flooding. There's so much crazy things being affected by the environment. So yeah, no, I agree. I think people need to like be paying attention to it and like thinking on how they can like make a difference, especially if you're gonna have kids, especially if you want to be around for like, I don't care because I'm ready for the apocalypse. I'm just gonna ride a dirt bike and have a machete. Just gonna kill people for gas. It's gonna be sick. I already got a weird mullet. It's good. But you guys with kids, you need to pay attention. Or for people who like care about that stuff. If you don't know how to shoot a gun or make a fire or ride a dirt bike, you should learn how to recycle.
Yeah.
But if you know all those things, then the world is your oyster. Just wreak havoc.
Metal!